And welcome to the stream. We are just now kind of getting started here, so feel free to hang out, and we're going to be jumping in here to a close combat Gateway to Caen battle. This is a game I know and love very well, and I know you guys like to watch it, so please sit down, enjoy, and get ready for an awesome little stream here. I'm going to be playing with Lethargo today. Usually I play with Tank of Doom, as you guys know. But Lethargo here is a new guy, and essentially want to give him a chance and see kind of how we do together. Again, I'm no master of the game, I just love it a ton, so there's a very good chance that he's going to do well. And hey, Fex, thanks for dropping by, man. That's awesome. So yeah, guys, we are going to go ahead and probably jump in about 2 minutes. I'm just going to let Lethargo know what's going on here. Hold on one moment. And why is Twitch giving us surveys? Come on, Twitch. That's just unacceptable. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that survey. Hello, Petrovsky. Welcome to the battle. By the way, I don't know if you guys are seeing a red number in the upper left corner. If you are, let me know. I am going to be trying to save this stream, and I'm going to have two different opponents today. Lethargo saying, so people will see me fail live on Twitch. Lovely. Trust me, you guys can let Lethargo know that I have definitely lost plenty of times. So here we go, guys. We're gonna go ahead and jump in, and Lethargo is going to be playing as the Germans. We're going to be playing Infantry versus Infantry at Bougie. The reason I love this battle... Hey, Tank of Doom! And guys, you guys know Tank of Doom, of course. He is basically my favorite guy to go to for co-op gameplay or a multiplayer gameplay here in Close Combat Gateway to Caen and a lot of other strategy games. So he's usually playing against me, but today I'm playing against Lethargo. So here we go, guys. We're going to go ahead. We're going to ready up the scenario. This is Infantry versus Infantry at Bougie. This is the reason I chose this. It really shows off beautiful moments of the game, and it gets really bloody if everything goes right. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at our brigade here. We've got the 222nd Brigade, 15th Division, and I think right away I'm going to keep these. I'm not going to keep these 6-pounder AT guns, I should say, and I certainly hope that he doesn't have any AT guns. I am going to take a sniper, and I'm also going to take probably another mortar group. Let's take a look here, or maybe even a Vickers. I've never taken a Vickers, so you know what? I'm going to try it out and see what happens. Let's move on to the battle itself. And of course, once again, thank you so much for all showing up. We're going to go ahead and try to make an awesome stream happen here. And we're just waiting for the Lethargo to finish setting up. This worries me. He might be going for some armor, something like that, which would make it a lot harder for us to win. But we do still have our Piats, so I'm not too concerned, and we can hide them fairly well. So here we go, loading FX. The best part of the game, of course, the loading effects part. All right, guys, here we go. So basically, we are the ones on the attack in this battle. This makes it a lot easier for Lethargo to win. So he's actually at an advantage here. And what we're going to try to do is break through his lines at every possible point. Of course, as you can see here, it's going to be kind of hard to make those breaks. We've got to go ahead and have more or less a plan. And I think one thing I'm going to do, I'm not going to necessarily move fast to these locations. I'm just going to get there nice and slow, because I'm pretty sure he's going to have some guys waiting for us. So we just have to be careful here. We're going to go ahead and, like I said, moving up a lot slower than we usually would. I'm also going to grab some groups back here at Bren's section. He can go here and move fast into this area. And of course, it's not good to have these guys out in the open, but we don't have much of a choice. And actually, this might be a good idea. We could use the hedges for cover. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some guys here from the Bren section and try to use these hedges. Let's go ahead. I'm going to leave these guys actually on ambush just in case he's got some guys stationed there waiting for us, which I don't for a second believe he is going to be past. Every single time I do a stream, I get a telemarketer call. I swear, it's like clockwork. It's like they know when I'm streaming. Usually, let's screw with Agrippa Maxentius and just screw his stream up completely. Alright, so we are going to have to send some guys over here to the Bougie Road. I want to find where that Vickers is, because I think I have a good location for it. I have a good area of where I want to drop it. There it is. So I'm going to actually drop the Vickers right there, right in the open, actually. I want to get a better view with it. That's better. And actually, I'm going to go ahead, do a defend motion, and make sure that it's aiming in the area I want it to aim. That's a little better. It's not perfect, but I'll take it. And let's get the rest of our infantry up. Again, I'm being a bit tedious with our infantry movements in this particular battle because it's very important, very simply. We'll move fast here. And we want to get all of these mortars more or less in the same location. We've got a lot of mortars, so we should be able to get some pretty awesome supporting fire in this battle. And actually, I shouldn't even have taken this many. I probably could have done with one more Bren section or two, but that's all right. We'll deal with it. Let's go ahead with these guys. We're just going to sneak for now until we know for sure that everything is going to be okay. And let's grab our sniper. It's a good location for the sniper. I guess he can fire from long distances, so maybe back here. And there we go. We're going to begin, guys. It's that simple. We're just waiting for the opponent to finish deploying, and we're going to commence this battle. So as you can see here, he is definitely at an advantage. We've got to take a lot of different points to win, and that's going to require us to move pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure he's going to put an MG right there, or some sort of infantry unit. We just don't know what. All right, here we go. The battle has started, guys. Wish me luck. Opponent has finished deploying. Our guys are moving, of course, and trying to get to their locations as quickly as possible. I'm going to actually start moving the PAD up. These guys can move up maybe a little bit quicker because the enemy doesn't seem to be where we thought he was going to be. But again, I'm just making a quick judgment. I don't know for sure. So we are getting to the Bougie Road. We want to make it there quickly. I want to go ahead and grab the Piat, move them up too. And actually, we can go ahead and grab the rest of these guys, especially the Vickers machine gun, and try to get it into this building. And hopefully he doesn't have any men in this building waiting for us. And we're going to also send some guys over to the Maison over here. All right, so far not a shot has been fired, and I like that. This makes my job a lot easier. We're going to go ahead, cross to this side of the hedge. Cross to this side of the hedge. He could be waiting for us, and if he is, it's not going to be fun, but we can always get that supporting fire. Remember, that's going to be our saving grace in this battle. We also have our awesome mortar attack here, which is just going to be perfect. I'll actually take my HQ and move them too, and I guess we can take the Bren section and get it moving as well. Maybe we can go to the chateau, excuse me. We're going to go ahead and grab these guys, Bren section, rifle section, and just make a movement there quickly. Alright, so far no resistance at the Maison. I'm a little surprised, actually. I'm actually going to take this Bren section and snag Fontenay Road, or excuse me, Eversea Ford. Here we go. Okay, come on, boys. Move up. I'm actually very surprised. I don't know what Lethargo's trying here, but it seems like something very sneaky because he should already have been here. He should be in this area, but he's not. So I don't know what's going on there. We're going to go ahead and move up, taking the Maison. We are moving up with our Bren section, taking the Eversea Ford. We could go down and take the rest of these things, but I really have a lot more concern with getting into the city and causing some trouble. And once again, thank you so much, telemarketer. I really appreciate it. Twice. 2 calls. 2 calls. All right, let's see. So far, nothing. Here we go. We've taken the Maison. We're off to a good start. So I'm going to go ahead. We have the Maison. I'm going to go for the Tyneside crossing, but I want to make sure that we have our machine gun team, the Vickers, over here. Oh, no, not there. Over here in the Maison. Actually, I was trying to do something entirely different, but that's all right. Alright, wow, we don't usually have a battle this quiet for this long. That's pretty cool. Oh, glad to hear that, Belgium Beers. I'm very glad to hear you like the Close Combat series. By the way, we are now spotting some enemy troops, guys. We may be into contact soon. And one thing I'm thinking is perhaps he did this to get out of range of my mortars. I did not bother to move the mortars up with the rest of the men. So maybe I should start doing that. We also got a lot of guys here, a lot of Bren sections, which we could certainly use in the Maison area. So let's move them up. And there we go. We've got some mortar fire coming in. He has launched a mortar attack for sure. Hitting us over there at the Tyneside crossing. So he really wants us to, he wants to stop us there, basically. And of course, over here, I'm going to keep firing. We've got some enemy infantry units. We're going to go ahead and commence our mortar fire, guys. Let's get those mortars up in the air and onto the enemy units. Here we go. Wow. So he's hitting us hard at Tyneside crossing. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and ambush. I'm just going to stay put and make sure our guys take cover. That's the most important thing. And there we go. He's got a machine gun. Beautiful. He's got an MG there firing at our men. I'm almost certain that's an MG. I want to make sure that we're firing with every single mortar we have. So let's go ahead and do that. And don't forget, we also have a pretty cool attack here. So I see that his MG team is in here. I'm going to go ahead and hit it. And hopefully we can kill it before it kills all our guys over here at the abattoir. Alright, off to a good start, believe it or not, guys. And we also have a lot of guys here at Chateau Odon, but it does look like they've taken some hits. I'm not sure from what, but it does bother me, because I'm not sure from what, and that is not a good sign. Alright, let's see. So he's got a really good position there in that bunker. I'll go ahead and get another mortar firing. I wish the mortars would be automatic on their shots, but they're just not. It's just not the way the game is set up. I'm actually going to set that one up that way. Let's grab this guy back here. This is just a 2-incher. Okay, we've got some attacks coming. It looks like, wow, I heard some grenades being dropped. I don't know where the attack is coming from. I'm going to take a look over here. It might be coming from this area, and indeed it is. Our men are fighting for tooth and nail to take this sector. We want to go ahead and get all of our guys firing on the infantry here. And I would drop my mortars, but I know better. I know better than to go ahead and start attacking a position this early on in the game. We've got to go ahead and just wait with those mortars and only use them when absolutely necessary. Alright, our guys are getting prepared. I hope these guys are also ready to fire. And don't forget, we've got this Vickers. But it looks like he doesn't have the greatest view here, so maybe I should put him over here on the Tyneside crossing. Now, our guys are in the abattoir, well, at least in the important section of the abattoir. And there we go. Massive incoming mortar fire, guys. I mean, it is a dirty battlefield, and that's why I love to play infantry versus infantry. It's always going to get bloody. We've got one guy down over here of the enemy, but we want to keep hitting him as much as we can. I'm actually going to grab this mortar. This is the guy we moved up a little bit. And let's drop some more bombs on this sector. And of course, we're still dropping bombs on where I think the machine gun is. But we really need to worry about these guys at the Tyneside crossing first. Alright, great hits there by our guys. We've seen a few tracer rounds jumping across the field. Whew. Really close fire there by our mortars, and it looks like we wiped these guys out, but they managed to get most of our Bren section as well. So that was a very even little battle there, and I think now I'll probably take the mortar fire away from there and start firing directly at the machine gun port, where I think it is anyway, and we will move our Bren section up. So let's move fast. Come on, boys, get up there. Oh boy, he took an armored vehicle. I was worried about that. This armored vehicle is not going to be easy to destroy, so I'm hoping that our men will have the wherewithal to go ahead and prepare for an ambush, essentially. Prepare to use an ambush technique. I also want to find that Piat. Where is the Piat when we need it? There's a Vickers. There's a Piat. He's way far back. Wow, already firing some really nasty shots there. I might go ahead and actually drop my mortar on this, this vehicle, believe it or not. I'm not going to do it yet, but it's certainly a consideration. So we could actually go ahead and open fire on the Guerrilla and actually do some damage. But he's got a great position over here at Café Tranquille, and that's going to make our job a little bit more difficult. Let's move this rifle section up. Got a Piat coming up as well. We've got another Bren section back here. We might as well move these guys up too to the position. And at this point, my men can take that vehicle out, but it's going to take a lot of firepower. I'm actually hoping he'll start sending some infantry behind, and that way we can launch our mortar assault. In fact, I might go ahead and hit them now. As you can see, they are overrunning the sector here. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to send up an ambush. And it's really cool. I think he's firing some actual smoke mortars, which is awesome. We've got our Vickers here, though, waiting for him on the road. I'm glad we put the Vickers in that sector. And he's taking a pounding now. He got into a little bit of an issue there, had a little problem. So let's go ahead. We're going to take that mortar, and I'm going to drop it directly on his position here with his Panzer Grenadiers. He's got more infantry moving up, so if I wanted to be really mean, I could go ahead and attack them too, but I don't think we should right now. Right now, we should just hold our positions and take what we can. In fact, I'm even going to go back here, and I'm going to take one of these mortar groups. I don't know which one, but I'm going to move him towards the other points so we can capture them. Let's go ahead. We'll drop more mortars on these guys. We've also got a huge group over there, so I'm going to make sure we're firing all of our ordnance at them. Come on, boys. Beautiful. We should be hitting them on all fronts at this point, making sure that they're not making a push for the south, and I don't think they are, so we should be fine. And ooh, this is not good. A separate Bren section's taking some pretty nasty fire from their armored car there. We need to find some way to destroy that armored car. I'm going to go ahead and got to get closer to it, unfortunately. I'm actually going to just set up an ambush. Set up an ambush with the Bren section. And actually, I'm just going to put this Bren section in the building, because clearly they can't make it across. It's just they're going to lose too many men. We need to be very careful here. So we got more infantry here, and in fact, look at that. He's actually wiped out a bunch of guys at the chateau. He's done a really good job at it, and I want to make sure that we are returning fire. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to move our fire a little over here. He's got a lot of men hanging out there. It would be my pleasure to relieve him of so many good German soldiers. Let's go ahead, drop some more bombs. And he's doing a great job right now at pushing this area. Well, we have managed to utterly annihilate his units over here with our mortar fire and our machine gun fire. Hopefully we can kill the rest of them. Sadly, look at that. Vickers is out. The crew is dead. And this is kind of the key. So I'm actually going to go ahead. I'm going to take that mortar, and I'm going to drop it right there. I don't need him going to this sector and taking it. And I get the feeling that he's going to make a push very soon. So here we go. He's got a great line of defense here as well. Really great line of defense. And I don't want you guys to miss that mortar attack, so we'll get back. Don't worry. Mortar attack is commencing. Boom. More mortars coming in. There we go. We got one. Beautiful. And this is the perfect time for a mortar assault. Boom. Another hit. Let's take a look back here. Make sure he's not going for the Tyneside crossing. He is going for the Tyneside crossing. We got to do everything we can to stop him, guys. So we are going to set up ambushes. And if he gets in here too close, I think our guys should be able to take him out. This is why we should have probably kept our vehicle. But, you know, in this battle with infantry versus infantry, it's usually not even worth it, to be honest with you, to have a vehicle. It's usually much better just to go straight infantry. In this case, if you don't have a vehicle to counter, it's very useful to the enemy. So let's go ahead and grab this guy too, 3-inch mortar. I'm just hitting him every time I can over here. His men are not going to be able to move with the amount of firepower we're going to drop. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. The grill, actually, we have some damage here. I don't know if that's a grenade being thrown, but it's something. And we've got a rifle section back here. Got this Bren section. I'm also going to go ahead and ambush with them. And in the meantime, our Piat, unfortunately, seems to have been wounded. But let's grab our HQ section. And let's go ahead and move down south. So we'll move towards this area. I hope he doesn't have men stationed there, but he very well may. And I'm really just trying to take as many victory points as possible. Alright, so if these guys could get a shot on the grill, they could actually get a kill. Same with our Piat. So I'm going to try to actually sneak our Piat out into the middle of the street here without getting killed. Easier said than done, as you could probably imagine. And there we go, a lot of mortar fire still. They're still making a push, though. Just look at all those mortar holes there. That's unbelievable. Do we know of a more modern version of this? This is a good question, Fex, and there are another... sadly, I'm working for Slytherin here, so I can't give you suggestions of other companies. But I'll tell you afterwards. There are certainly some modern games, and Slytherin does have, actually, I believe Matrix Games does have a Modern War Close Combat. I've never played it myself, so I don't know what it's like. But there are other games of that nature and this intensity out there, yes, in a modern setting. So here we go. He's making a push, guys, with his infantry, and a pretty heavy push here. Now, I'm hoping that our guys alone here are going to be able to defend against it. We've got that sniper here. He should be able to get some pretty good shots off, but just to make sure, I'm going to take one of our platoon HQs and move him into this building. I actually should have done this beforehand, and we'll also grab this team here, and there we go. He's going to make a move for the Maison Monsieur. We're going to go ahead and countercharge with our Bren units, and we're going to go ahead and start assaulting this sector. And there we go. He's getting here really close with this armored car. I hate this thing. So we're going to go ahead and move forward and take it out. Let's keep moving up. Try to take it out in any case. Here we go. Here we go. And here we go. We're going to go for the grill. Come on, men. There we go, throwing some nades. Alright, definitely a hit on the grill, but I don't think it's a kill. But definitely a hit. I mean, that's better than nothing, guys. We've got to count our blessings. Of course, he seems to be taking these positions very easily now. Moving into the Chateau Odon, all we have is our sniper, our lone sniper here, going to fight. So he's doing really well here. I think he may take the battle. In fact, the battle is won at this point. And to think that Lethargo was concerned that he might lose this. Silly man, you've never seen Agrippa play this game. He's doing very well. So we're going to go ahead and got another grill up here. I hate those things. And he's going for the sniper. He's going for the sniper. The sniper's going to have to surrender. I'm pretty sure in any case. Got a Piat. And sadly, our Piat is out of range of that grill just by like a few centimeters. So I'm going to try to set up an ambush. And we do have some German prisoners apparently, but we also have this rifle section that seems to be prisoners too. So we also have this rifle section that's still alive in the abattoir, but we're not going to do anything with them. Let's go ahead and grab the rest of our mortars here. At least they're still firing, but right now the enemy has us beat. Ah, VRN, thank you. That is a good idea. I didn't even consider doing that. Let me take a look here at the grill. I can't believe that this grill is still alive. I'm really annoyed by that. Oh, no, it's dead. The grill's dead. All right, so we finally killed it. We killed it. But it took too long to kill for sure. Let's go ahead and move up here. Actually, we'll move to the abattoir. I don't think for a second we'll make it, but at this point, we are desperate. We'll also go ahead and take this platoon HQ and move him up further to the north again, to the Eversea Ford. So maybe we can do some sort of counterattack. But I think it's too late for that, to be perfectly honest with you. We could do our standard mortar charge, which I've done many times in this game. And believe it or not, these mortarmen are pretty good fighters, but they can't beat what we're dealing with here. This is serious, serious assault. And the enemy did great exploiting my weaknesses, moving forward and crushing us. I thought that Vickers, and that Vickers, look at that. We killed a ton of Germans with that Vickers machine gun, but I thought it was going to stay put, and I think he sent some mortars, because I see a lot of mortar rounds over here, and that's what killed it. It's going to be very hard for him to destroy that Vickers otherwise. These guys are all down, unfortunately, most of them unconscious, but still not very good. And there we go. I think that is more or less a good defeat. I'm going to go ahead and attempt a truce, basically more of a surrender, because he's got more victory locations and more casualties on us. So we're going to go ahead and attempt. I don't want to end the battle, because he might have a few more things he wants to try. Let's go ahead and fire. And there we go. He's already opening fire on this platoon HQ. Drop some smoke. It's about all we can do is drop some smoke. And let's go ahead and move forward with our 3-inch mortars. So we're going to just charge. Charge of the mortarmen, I call it. I've done this before. It has worked. It's not going to work this time because they're very well entrenched. But it's funny enough, these mortar guys are pretty good fighters. Come on, boys. Looks like we still have a rifle section here, incredibly. And after this, guys, I will be facing, I'm not sure if he's still on. It's Mofo. He should be on to play, and we'll be facing him in the battle after this one. Yep, there's that too. There's also, and I think I'll be okay just putting here, take a look at that, and you want to look for this version of it, or this version of it. I'm going to put it in the chat real quickly, guys. And that's, you were looking for modern war games. Those are very modern, very, very modern, like present day modern. So I highly recommend you take a look at those. I have those on my channel too. Tank, could you do me a solid and give me a shameless plug there? In case any of you guys are not subscribed to my channel, I play a ton of strategy games, all sorts of strategy games. I always try to leave a plug in one of these streams, so make sure to head over there and subscribe if you haven't already. But most of you guys are subscribed to me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end the battle here. He's got me good. Actually, I'll give his infantry a chance to move up. I want to see what he's going to do here with the infantry. And we'll go ahead and try to get some infantry kills at least. But he's definitely moving up, and moving up well with some Zugtrupp, which I believe are his HQ units. Am I correct on that? I believe they are. We'll go ahead. Try to fire all our mortars at him at least, and try to see if we can get some infantry kills. I need revenge! Get this guy too. I love just watching mortars come down in this game. It's one of my passions. There we go. We're already getting some kills, but it might actually be just from gunfire. Come on, boys. Set your mortars. So as you guys can see, it takes about 20 seconds for them to actually aim. First, they fire a shot to determine where the round's going to hit. And there we go. We got a kill. And then they start firing to actually hit the enemy on that direct location. They've got to first find the correct area they're firing at. The carry there is routed. A lot of kills, though. And that's why I always like playing infantry versus infantry for you guys, is there are a tremendous amount of kills in the game. Okay, here we go, moving up with that grill. Oh, I hate that thing. And I think if he didn't have the grills, I would have had a better chance here. That's going to be my lesson for the future, is have something to counteract the grills. And if we hadn't gotten rid of those AT guns, we might be in a better position here. So let's go ahead, and you telemarketers, I would say so many nasty things right now, but you know what? I'm trying to do a professional stream, and we're going to keep it family friendly. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Willow Bear, and thank you, Party Commissar. Thank you, both of you guys. Glad to see Party Commissar here. That's awesome. Party Commissar is a cool dude. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw enemy we surrender. Oh, that's Panzer Grenadier unit. Apparently we made a Panzer Grenadier unit surrender with all our mortar fire. But that's... Oh, here it is. This is where they surrendered. Oh, okay. So they were trying to break through to kill our platoon HQ. And as you can see, the hedges certainly helped us in that regard. So that's really cool. I'm going to go ahead and give the enemy the battle. And that was a great victory. I'm going to go ahead and tell Lethargo, thanks, man. Great victory. And let's see if we can go ahead and grab my second competitor. See if he's on. If he doesn't respond quickly, then we'll have to move on. Hold on a second. He says that was a surprise. It shouldn't be, Lethargo. It shouldn't be. That should not be a surprise. Okay, Mofo's getting ready to go, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and jump back into the main screen. And we are going to get this map started. So I'm going to jump in. I believe his name is... Let's take a look here. So, Lethargo, guys, says, I thought my only chance might be a good old blitzkrieg, so I went for it. Great strategy. So, he definitely did the right strategy in that battle. Okay, Carl is it. That's going to be the lobby name here for this particular fellow. And I want to go ahead and make sure that we get this correct. So, I think with him, I'm going to try a tank-heavy battle. Still waiting for Carl is it to get in. Alright guys, I'll take a look here at the chat quickly because I can take a little break here. Hey, Self-Searcher, how you doing, man? Crossing Colville, Tank of Doom is suggesting. That is a good one. I don't think we've ever tried that. Alright, I see Carl is it. Beautiful. So we'll go ahead and host. And I will take a look here. Oh, opponent disconnected. We can't have disconnects, Carl. Let's try again with a host. Alright, Tank, you want to jump on quickly, man? Tank of Doom, guys, here. He is a pro. I think Carl's having some trouble with his game, so we'll get him later. Tank, do me a favor and jump on CC Gateway to Caen. Tank here is generally great at this game, and usually kicks my ass on these Let's Plays. So I hope you guys will enjoy that. I'm gonna go ahead and return to the main screen and waiting for Tank to get on. He should be on very, very soon. And we're going to be playing Colville, I believe, which is awesome. That seems like a fun little battle. So I'm actually going to go ahead and log out of the log out of my Steam account here. We'll just go offline for a second. And we're going to get the Battle of Colville set up. Let me also go ahead here and turn up the volume a little bit. The volume's a little low. I don't like to have it this low, so I'm actually going to turn it up a little bit. I like you guys to hear the gun sounds, etc. That's one of the things that makes this game so great. Okay, Tank of Doom is ready to go. This is what I love about Tank. He's always ready to go, ready to play. And especially if you're trying to have a good time, you know, with games like this, it's always good to just have an open mind and be willing to play at any point. Obviously, if you have work, you can't, but if you're at home, it's perfect. So right now, I'm just connecting to Tank of Doom, guys, and we are going to be playing the Battle for Colville for the second battle here, and I hope you guys enjoy that. Yes, so I was mentioning earlier, do you have a chance, Self-Searcher? The next one, you certainly will. Von Reichstein, this is a very, very common occurrence in Agrippa's life, believe me. When you don't counter armor or anything like that, you've basically just given up the game. And I sort of just made the assumption that, well, it's going to be infantry. We shouldn't have any problem with enemy trucks. Okay, here we go, guys. So we are going for Colville. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the scenario list here. And I don't think I've actually ever played Colville. So we're going to try I think it's the Colville break-in. I'm going to make sure there is not a single-player German mission. Let's see. Colville break-in. Crossing Colville. As far as I can see, these are all single-player German missions of some sort. So we may have to take just a regular one. Let's go ahead. H2SP. What should we take? Let's just take something we've never taken before. Why not Panther Strike? Or Tanks Clash? No, that's going to be way too easy for the enemy. We're commanding the Allies. And, trying to think. Let's go ahead and try Lions Rampant. I've never tried this battle, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in. I hope that Tank will be okay with it. And Rumble. Rumble? Is it Rumble? Huh? Oh, okay. Hold on one second, Tank. I'm looking for it. Aha! Here we go. All right. Awesome. So we've never tried this, guys. This is going to be the Battle Rumble. This should be interesting. And Tank usually knows his close combat to Gateway to Caen. And unlike Lethargo, Tank is not a noob at this game. Tank is easily better skilled than me at Gateway to Caen. He is exceptional at this game. And in fact, he was the first person I started doing Twitch streams with for close combat Gateway to Caen. And he remains probably one of the most steadfast. So that's always cool. Alright, here we go. So we've got a nice little setup here. Wow, we're going to have a lot of fun. We got Shermans, Churchill Crocodiles. Absolutely beautiful. Personally, I don't find much use for the Sherman 2 in this game. People are going to hate me for that. I'm not saying the Sherman 2 is a bad vehicle, but in this game, it's not great. But we'll go ahead. We'll take it. Why not? You know, I'll accept it for this one time. Let's move down. We've got Stuarts as well. Stuarts are totally useless in this position. Actually, getting a Churchill MK3 wouldn't be a bad idea. I think I'm going to go for it. And being an American, I feel terrible doing that. But I think the Churchill is a better tank. It just is. It's just my opinion. Let's go ahead and head for the next. And of course, guys, I will jump in and out of the chat to check your comments. Shouldn't take me too long. I pop out about every minute to check, so feel free to post down below. Alright, wow, we've got an interesting setup. So we're once again on the offensive. We have to do all the heavy work, the heavy lifting. But that's alright. I like to do the heavy lifting. I don't mind losing. That's one of the reasons, if you guys check my channel out, I put up games no matter what happens. If I lose, if I win, if I draw, you know, I just think it's not really fair to always put up the good side of things. And it's always cool to kind of give a perspective either way. So we're going to go ahead, and obviously we want to move with our tank. We've got to take these locations, but he could be waiting for us over there. In fact, I'm pretty sure he will be, because I know Tank, and I know that he doesn't wait for contact like Lethargo did. Lethargo kind of stayed back. He played it very safe, and eventually started attacking, but, you know, the thing about Tank, he is amazing at defense and at attack. He's going to be waiting for me, and it's not going to be pretty. Let's take a look back here. We've got a lot of Bren sections hanging out back here, not doing much. And I want to once again use those hedges. Last battle when we used the hedges, we did a lot better. So let's try to use the hedges for cover as much as we can. And we'll drop these guys in too. Let's drop this Piat we'll put over here. And we're really just going to have to make a push forward. And I think with the Churchill Crocodile, we can go ahead and move this way. Eventually, I want to move it down this road, though. That Crocodile is very useful in this game. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. And let's move this way as well. And I'm already going to make missions with the Bren section to get over to the abattoir. We want to make sure that we're going there and fast. But we will take cover before we get there. We got a mortar group there. I think we're ready to go. Let's take a look if we're forgetting anything else. Oh, we've still got a lot of Bren sections back here. So let's drop those there and start moving them towards the Bougie Road. Also, this Churchill would be a good idea to move up. I don't know what to do with all these tanks. There's so many tanks. But let's move them this way. Alright. Just want to make sure, and I think we're good to go. I don't mind giving it a while to move the rest of the guys up, because last time when we had everybody so close together, we did not do very well. Alright, let me take a look here at the chat. That sucks. Agrippa's phone is all sorts of busy. It really is, man. And the worst thing is, all three of those calls were telemarketers. It's so bad. Like, they'll call me, and I'll be like, do not call me back. And sure enough, they'll be like, put me on the do not call list. What do you guys think happens? I get, instead of 1 call a day, I get 5 calls a day. I think they get annoyed when you tell them not to put you on the do not call list, and they just figure, well, we'll just give his number out to everybody then. Really, really annoying. So next time I'm just going to be like, put a smile on my face, like, thank you, but I'm not interested. Have a wonderful day. Just, ugh, these people. Alright, here we go, guys. The battle has started. We're moving forward. How soon before we get crushed? That's the question. We're going to keep moving here. Alright, here we go. And the battle commences. I'm going to grab this Bren section over here and start moving them up. We've already got contact, and like I said, look at that. Already he got a kill on a Churchill. That's how quick Tank is. I mean, he's so damn quick in this game. And even the Churchills can't stand up to the Panther he has there. So we're going to have to do something about that. Mostly win via infantry if we can. And this Sherman, I should have taken something else. Just useless. Just totally useless. Watch the Sherman be the only one to get a kill here. So like I said, I'm going to be taking a different approach here. Definitely a different approach. Because he's got that Panther. I'm not gonna tangle with that. There's just no point. It's kind of like a mouse trying to fight a cat. It's just not going to work out. We have taken some victory locations. That's always an awesome thing. And I do want to... Obviously, we have infantry in this battle. We have to make a very, very large focus on the infantry. Here we go. We've got infantry spotted. Look at that. Look how many infantry he's sending. And sure enough, we're going to be getting into a battle right off the start of the battle. We're going to be getting into a battle right off the start of the battle. I certainly hope so. We're going to be fighting right away. So this is cool. I'm going to get this mortar group to start firing. Kind of wish I had taken more mortar groups, but it's a bit late for that now. I'm actually going to put these guys in an ambush position. Let's hope this works. We've got that Panther moving up. In fact, that might even be a Tiger. I'm not sure yet. We'll take a look. That's a Tiger. That's a Tiger. 2 Tigers right now. So we want to make sure to get all of these Churchills way past the enemy. And try to deal with those tigers. Those things are going to take our guys out very quickly. Look at that. And like I told you guys before, Tank of Doom is a pro. Now we're going to go ahead. We can't call in. Can we call in our artillery? I certainly hope so. If we can, we're going to drop it right there. Come on. And we're going to drop our mortars right here. He's basically put all of his infantry attack into this sector, so I'm going to see if I can hit them. They're moving up that road. That's not something I like. But we just need to focus here. Come on, artillery. Coming faster than that. Of course, these guys can't do shit against the Tiger. Boom! There we go. We got some artillery coming in, some mortar rounds too. Is it going to do anything to the Tigers? Possibly. Oh, did we just get a Tiger kill? I hope so. I don't think we did, though. We certainly made him think twice, though. It's like a scratch for a Tiger. Let's move these guys. There we go. And more hits, but still no kills. We're getting a tremendous amount of kills on the infantry, though. But those Tigers are untouchables. There we go. Our guys can't even put up much of a fight. I'm going to put them on ambush continuously, because this way they'll at least throw nades, but it doesn't look great for them. Okay, we've got one Panzer IV, one Tiger that's actually been immobilized. That's awesome. And this continuous artillery fire to me is just beautiful. It's one thing I adore about the game. So a lot of infantry down. We managed to kill a lot of his infantry. Now we're going to move with our Churchills and try to see if we can hit him from the side. I really hope we can. Let's go ahead and grab this guy too. He's unfortunately immobilized. So one of our Churchills is immobilized. I want to move that Churchill up too, and we'll move this guy forward as well. Come on, boys. One of the things, it's very dangerous to move them in this area because there are a ton of different problems. But look at that. Look at how many Tigers and Panthers he has everywhere. I didn't even see these guys. I only spotted these three. He's got 6 Tigers, 6 Panthers. I think I can understand now why Tank wanted to take this battle. Pretty damn crazy. We've already got guys surrendering, so we've got to try to get some kills. Come on. Come on, boys. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Faster than that. Faster, faster. Like, if they don't get into position quickly, we're screwed. Come on, hit the Tiger. We've got a Churchill Crocodile moving up as well. Hit the Tiger. These Churchill tank drivers take too long to shoot. That's a miss. That's a miss. How could you miss? How could you miss? And of course, with the Churchill Crocodile, all we can really do is try to get behind the enemy. And there we go. A kill with the Tiger tank. It looks pretty bleak for us, I must admit. Alright, we're going to go ahead and see what we can do in this sense. We're going to try to just run on the guy, but yeah, we have no defense. Once you lose against a Tiger like this, once you lose your armor against a Tiger like this, you're screwed. And we shouldn't have taken Crocodiles if I had known that the enemy was going to have this many tanks, because Crocodiles unfortunately can't fire on tanks. The only reason a Crocodile is useful is because they have a huge flamethrower in the front, which they use to burn up innocent civilians or innocent civilians, you know, troops, innocent civilians, whatever they want to burn up. But in this case, no, it's not going to be a good battle for us. Yes, German tanks, VRN, but indeed nerve-wracking moments. The best part was when I dropped the massive artillery strike. Yes, if only I had a Firefly or two. This is very true. And I actually overestimated the Churchill. I was pretty sure he was going to be able to take the Tigers head on. This Churchill's completely immobilized, so we can't do much with him. But yeah, talk about German firepower. I mean, we dropped arty, we dropped mortars, we dropped everything we had. We immobilized one of his Tigers, but overall, we did not manage to win, guys. Alright, we've still got some Churchills, but these are Crocodiles, unfortunately. I guess we could try to kill as much of his infantry as possible. Oh, shit! Did you see that shot? Ooh! Devastating. It didn't actually kill... Well, actually, yes, it did. It took out 2 guys. That thing was way too close. The Piat... Oh, you sons of bitches. I will kill you with a stick. I want to just kill every telemarketer. I really do. Does Piat do anything to Tigers? Not really. Not really. Piat is pretty useless against a Tiger tank. If you get behind a Tiger, yes, you can destroy it. Have I ever done it with a Piat? Nope, never have. I've tried many times, though. There we go. We've thrown some grenades. You can see our grenades are just bouncing off the Tiger. It's totally useless as far as grenade kills. That's how fast that happened. Wow. Hell of a fight there. And I'm keeping it up just because I want to see if this Churchill can do anything. But like I said, without the regular Churchills, we're screwed. We're going to go ahead and try with the Piat now. Somebody asked if you could do anything against the Tiger. You could see this black circle shows that it wouldn't do a damn bit of damage. In other words, useless. It would bounce off. If it was yellow, there would be a slight chance of damage. If it was green, there would be a very good chance of damage. So as you can see, the Piat is useless against Tank of Doom's Tigers in this battle. We're going to go ahead and move this Churchill up to at least let you guys see one last awesome explosion here. Using Tank of Doom's Tiger tank, he's definitely going to get a kill here for sure. Because this Churchill cannot fire back. And look at that, he killed the poor Piat gunner. What did the Piat gunner ever do to him? He couldn't possibly have hurt him. Alright, there we go. He's dropping some artillery. That's pretty awesome. So I think Tank's giving us a nice little show there. Some beautiful artillery shots. And as you can see, once again, we cannot do a damn thing to that Tiger. Not a damn thing. Okay, now we've got some bombers. Where are the highest concentration of Tigers in this game? That would be dropping it on our own men. That's not a good idea. This would be a good... don't know. Trying to decide which Tiger to hit. And as you can see, they just keep moving so much. I'm just not sure. Alright, we're going to drop bombs here and hope that he gets there soon. Soon enough to actually roll into them. And we got that smoke already setting up. He's already turning away. And boom! Pretty useless there. Didn't manage to get a kill on the Tiger. I mean, that thing is incredible. And if you guys have seen me and Tank's last stream, I actually used one of those bombers and managed to kill 2 or 3 of his tanks with one strafing run. So you can see just how powerful the German Tiger tank is. I think that's more or less a good enough display of how amazing the Tigers are. And how awesome they are at crushing people. And in this case, we're going to go ahead. We're going to end the battle. Thank you so much, guys, for showing up to the stream. I'm definitely going to jump in and answer questions now. I always like to hear questions. And thank you so much for everybody that showed up. We've got 40 people in the stream. That's really good. We usually have about 25, 30. 40 is an awesome number. So I appreciate you guys for stopping by. And let me just give a quick GG to Tank of Doom. I think he's listening to the stream, but I'm not entirely sure. White Fluid, you're late! You're late, my boy! That's alright, though. I'm going to have some of this, I'm going to upload some of this on my channel, I should say. I'm going to upload the first battle on the channel. Thank you so much, Pophead, and I hope all of the rest of you enjoyed it too. Like I said, I think I'm fairly capable of making it enjoyable even when I'm getting my ass kicked in this game. I do a decent stream. That's my strength. I get my ass kicked, and I still manage to do and pull off a decent stream. So I hope you guys respect that. Like I said, on my channel, I put up when I win, when I lose. I find joy in just about everything, and I think it's fun to watch. Like, that last battle right there, I wanted to just keep seeing how well the Tigers were going to do. I was really curious to see just how many tanks they could kill, and they killed. I mean, they killed infantry, they killed tanks, they just didn't care. Exactly. Tanks came, tank saw, tank wrecked faces. Exactly, Party Commissar. Well played, Tank of Doom. Well played, man. Yeah, there wasn't much I could do with those Tiger tanks. I was wondering why he wanted me to select that. He's like, please take that one. Please take that one. Now I get it. Yeah, so if you're playing as Brits, do not ever play that particular battle because you will get wrecked. What's the name of the battle again, Tank, if you could put it down below? Yes, you cursed me. You gave the spirit of Rommel. The spirit of Rommel jumped into the stream and assisted Tank. Thank you, Java Fiend. I appreciate it, man. So like I said, guys, I always have to say this at the end of the stream, which is, for those of you that... Okay, so that's the name of the mission. It's Rumble. So once again, if you want to beat your friend, take Germans on Rumble and go for Tigers. Yeah, guys, so I will say, for those of you that have not played the game, for those of you that have not purchased the game, I highly recommend you pick it up. You can buy it on Steam. You could also get it from the Matrix store directly, or the Slytherin store, but I would highly recommend you guys stop by, you pick up the game. This is such a fun game to play. The campaign itself is great. The AI is very, very good as well. Obviously, I find a lot more fun to play against a multiplayer enemy, but there are a ton of groups available on the Steam forums, as well as a ton of groups online where you could find opponents. You could also just jump into the lobby, although generally I find that not many people are in the lobby at the late hours that I play, which is 2, 3 in the morning. So if you're like me and you're an insomniac, then of course you're going to have to probably wait until a more decent hour, or just find buddies to play with. Tank of Doom channels the spirit of Rommel for his fights. Is that cheating? Yeah, it's questionable, certainly. It's questionable. I'll let the judges know, and we'll discuss it at some point. It's a questionable tactic. No, Infantry versus Infantry is not an easy map. But the reason I took Infantry versus Infantry, and the reason I usually take it in most of my streams, is there are a lot of kills in it. There's a lot of action going on, a lot of guns being fired, and it's just sort of more enjoyable to watch, I would say. But then again, I'm sure you guys loved watching those Tigers crush my tanks. So it's all relative. It really depends. Thank you guys so much for showing up to the stream once again. I really appreciate it. Like I said, if you haven't checked my channel out, just go to Agrippa Maxentius channel, and also to the Agrippa Maxentius Twitch stream, because I do stream this off and on. So I highly recommend you guys take a look at that too, and obviously buy the game. It's awesome, and I look forward to being beaten by all of you. Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget also that Saturday, we are going to be having a stream for Gary Grigsby's War in the East, which is just going to be incredible, and we'll probably start off with a fairly small scenario, because if I was to go through the entire game, it would literally take months, literal months to finish. So we're going to probably just stick with some small scenarios, maybe Battle for Kiev, something like that. Thank you so much, man, and yes, tanks, Agrippa, tanks indeed. Take care, guys. Have a great day.